Hi guys, just take a look at what DID tools are. So this is a simple web application which allows you to understand bit about decentralized identities, DID documents, and verifiable credentials. So when you are working with these, you have to use your private key and the public key. So just to secure your private key or preserve the secrecy of your private key, we have made this entire application work on your browser. So everything happens in the browser. It does not go to a server, so basically it guarantees that all the information that you use are secure within is under your control. So we have a small disclaimer or statement down here explaining that. Yeah, let's take a quick look at what we could do here. So there are two types of um, keys that you can create. The normal keys, where you would simply create a public key and a private key, or you could create hierarchically deterministic keys, which means you have a root key, root private key, and a root public key with a chain code, and based on that you can keep on deriving different keys using the same key pair. So this enables you to have more than one key set, but still you have to remember only one set of preserve only one set of public key and a private key, or rather one private key to secure millions of different sub keys that derive from that. So if you are creating a simple uh, key pair, you can do it here. This is basically based on the Ethereum keys, Ethereum identities. So it gives you the Ethereum address, a private key, and a decentralized identity. If you simply copy if you get the decentralized identity, you can resolve it here. So you get the decentralized identity document, the document. So this is about the simple keys. You have a pair of keys, as I said, private key and the public key, and the decentralized identity relevant to that based on Ethereum. So if you look at if you go into hierarchically deterministic keys, you can see that you can create these keys on two different strengths, 128-bit or 256-bit. For the simplicity, let's create a 128-bit key. I mean, no difference, only the strength is different. So it simply generates a random key set, or a random seed, which is represented by a mnemonic. And at the same time, it gives you the master private key, master public key, and the master chain code. So these key set, the primary master key set, are the primary or the main thing for you to derive millions of different keys using this these three elements. So once you have these three elements, if you want to derive a key based on these, it's a matter of simply you providing the path that you want to. You can see that as you type, you get different keys, right? Like here. So if you want to go down another path, yeah, here's the key. So you get a child key, which has the private key, public key, and the relevant chain code. And at the same time, we are depicting the relevant Ethereum address and the decentralized identity for that. So yeah, this is basically what these keys are. And I think you can see that you can derive multiple different keys. I mean, keep on deriving keys based on the master private key and the public key. So in a nutshell, you have one set of random seed, and or you can remember it from using a mnemonic. Once you have this is basically the private key, and based on that, you can keep on deriving. I mean, all you have to remember is this mnemonic. So this once you have this mnemonic, you could decide on a path, and you will get the relevant keys for that particular path. So you don't have to keep remember the private key and the public key for this particular path. Once you have the root key and the path, you can always derive that particular child key whenever you want. So that is the value of this hierarchical deterministic case. Yeah, I think that's it. I will there'll be more videos based on to explain the other elements of these tool applications. Thank you.